Hello everyone, this is Ebony Cockrell. This is my site for the final presentation on my course that I built in LTDE 5319. My course is entitled Technology Tools for Holistic Advising, and it kind of centers around all of my other previous projects regarding student services. This is what the final project looks like. I have placed all the course outcomes here and divided everything into modules per the instructions for the final course. So I love how we work towards getting here slowly, gradually throughout the course. That first step was creating our course outcomes and an outline for planning. So I listed 5 outcomes for my project, and this is the outline that I created. The first week is about applying best practices in holistic advising for first-generation college students, and I kind of piggyback everything around that with individuals creating their own advising missions, and eventually students will create their own advising environment, a digital advising environment. So our next assignment was creating reading and study resources. I wanted to make sure that everything kind of mirrored what I completed in the assignment before. I will say that I followed the rubric pretty closely for at least the first 2 assignments. However, for the third assignment, I did not list at least 2 audio-visual frameworks for module week in 7, so I corrected that in the end on Weebly on the portfolio and provided additional audio-visual resources for students. And finally, I created authentic assessments for the assignments every week for the modules. I wanted to make sure I had equal balance of assignments and reflections, because I do feel that holistic advising would require as much. As students in this course, it would be imperative for them to reflect and kind of build on how they would make sure that they modeled serving the whole student and making sure that they provided resources to all students at any opportunity they could. And then the last assignment that we pieced together before updating our portfolios is peer engagement and collaboration, i.e. discussion boards. So I wanted to make sure that I created one that kind of got students thinking for each module week. So this concludes my project on technology tools for holistic advising. Overall, I'm already using some of these tools I learned with building a course, especially since I have my first teaching assignment in the fall semester. There are things that I learned, things that I probably would try to, figure out better ways to get these resources and figure out how to incorporate this in my daily task. And I use some of these already, and I have for years, but it kind of gave me a new insight on how to prepare for building a course. So thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of the semester.